What is up, guys? It is Nathan with Bark Life. Today we're going to be talking about something that everybody keeps messaging me about. That is that NAT SC300 that I built. So if you guys have followed the channel, we started this project last year. We got all the basic components. The whole idea behind this build was inexpensive. It was supposed to be something that we built for under $1,000 for the entire turbo kit, and that includes fuel management. So we did achieve that. We actually were about $700 total. And again, the way we do that is used turbo parts, manifold, all that sort of thing. And let me give you a basic rundown of what it means. We've been running on this thing now. I probably got a couple thousand miles on it total since we turboed it. I finally got an exhaust system on it, so we're going to put a lot more miles on it. But the basic idea is just a very simple eBay manifold, an old, eBay turbo, nothing fancy. We do have a gritty blow-off valve, but all that's not the most important part. It's the fuel management. So how do you do a NA style motor like this, non-turbo motor? It's all about the fuel management. So with that being said, what we did with this one was a basic build like I would have done when I was like 18 years old. Same thing we always did. A Pexi Super AFC along with a rising rate fuel pressure regulator. What that does is as you go into boost, it ramps your fuel pressure up, which is not great for a big boost application. For a minimal boost application, it works perfect. And then you use the Super AFC to pull fuel back out. This one, we're only running about 7 pounds, 8 pounds of boost, somewhere in that neighborhood, which is perfectly safe on a non-VVTi NA motor. The hardest part about installing the entire turbo kit is running the oil return line. That's the hardest part. It's not even a big deal. But everybody keeps asking me, how many components, how expensive, what do I need to do? Yeah, you can go buy a pre-made kit for, what, $5,000, $4,000, and it's all basically put together for you, no big deal, but there isn't that many components. We even went without an intercooler on this setup. You just put your MAF, or in this case, this is a 96, so hot wire in front of the turbo. Yes, I know it needs a filter. Goes into the turbo, out the turbo, straight in the intake. No big deal. This car runs, in boost, it runs about 11.9 to 1 air fuels. We have an AEM wideband, which is the most expensive component on this entire setup. Those run a couple $100. You can get them used 150-ish, but not a big deal. Downpipe, and then one of our friends, Jonathan, welded up our exhaust recently. So like I said, now we can drive it a lot more because I'm not worried about it being stupid loud coming off of the mid pipe. Now we have an actual exhaust system, so it's a lot more quiet. But the point being is people overcomplicate this stuff. If you keep the boost conservative, you keep it simple, the 2JZ will hold up, the transmission will hold up. It's once you start trying to go into the crazy numbers, you're trying to get 20 pounds of boost, you're trying to go from there, things get a little more hairy, you have to get some serious stuff done. 8 pounds of boost, rising rate fuel pressure regulator, some kind of piggyback system. You can totally get away with like 6 to 8 pounds of boost. No problem. We'll see how long this runs. This car currently has 280,000 miles. If you guys watch the channel, we have Mark IV, and everybody's going to ask me how long until it's done, whatever. The wiring's most of the way, as you guys can see. Started a new job, and I haven't made a new video in forever. But when the motor does go, we have a new motor for it. And, sorry, a little up close there. We also have a transmission. So, yeah, I know, it's one take video here. Editing's terrible, because we're not doing any. I just want to get a video up real quick. So, we have a new trans for it, a manual trans. Currently, the SC300 is not a manual, it's an auto. But we're going to be switching to a W58. Oh, that's the weak transmission. Again, this is a daily drive. Car is simple. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. 400 distributor cap, that's the other thing. 95, 96, I think it is. 400 distributor cap, that allows you to clear your intake pipe down there. This thing looks like a mess right now because I have the cover off and the wires are all kind of pulled apart. But yeah, very simple, nothing fancy, humble, fun. makes good noises if you guys have heard the videos. All right, SC300, first pull after we got the wastegate switched out. Pulls pretty good.
There we go.
What's up? That was good. Makes good noises, does what I want it to do. It's probably on 7-8 pounds of boost. This thing is sitting at somewhere in the neighborhood of 320, 350 wheel horsepower, which is more than enough. That's fun. You could do crazy build like the Supra, but Supra we have, coil on plug. You have crazy big injectors. You have 2 fuel pumps or a huge single fuel pump like a Demon fuel pump or whatever, Dodge Demon fuel pump. Big turbo, all the craziness, big front mounted intercooler, standalone computer. It all equals fun. It does. Don't get me wrong, the Supra is amazing, but there's something about just the simplicity of this that I love. Like, it's just simple, no big deal. It's factory ECU, and people are gonna argue with me that this won't work. And this, I've put literally 100,000 miles on setups just like this, no problem. The idea behind it is don't push it. Don't go crazy. Don't try to put it up to 10, 12, 14, 18. That doesn't need it. It's a daily driver. Simple daily driver that makes good noises. That's what the SC300 is. We have the insurance of a motor. We have the insurance of a transmission. I'm just going to drive it for right now, and we're going to enjoy it. Also, if this was helpful, or if you guys want more detailed SC300, if you really want me to get into the nitty gritty, I can do that. Let me know what you think. But also, we're about to start going pretty darn ham on our MR2. If you guys have been watching our videos, brother, we got some slicks for that guy. We have boost control, wideband, and you get a little more serious with the MR2. So that's going to probably end up being what I end up drag racing this summer. We went to one event on stock boost with some really terrible all seasons. We got some 13.6 out of it. That was exciting. We're at the track and just could not get over that on stock boost, 13.6 on all seasons. That's the beauty of the MR2. It just does well. My first run was 14 something. I was a little disappointed with that. 14, like 14.5. Disappointed with that, but then all of a sudden I was able to pull the next run 13s, and I was just ecstatic. I mean, yeah, it's not that fast, but for a stock MR2 with just a 3S GTE and some exhaust, I'll take it all day. So we'll see what we can do with more boost and some wheels and tires and go from there. But anyways, if you guys have found this at all helpful, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned, guys, because we have a lot of updates coming. I'm going to be making more videos and trying to keep you guys more up to date. See you guys soon.